G'day legends, Hef here, and I just wanted to show you the idea of what I'm talking about when I do these little gidgies. They're little abstracts that I like to do. You'll often find them in the outback of Australia. So this is a great example of these little paintings that I do, the little outback gidgies. And as you can see, they're just a tuft of leaves and foliage at the top, and these spindly little tree stumps or tree branches and the trunks that happen to come out. And against all odds, they managed to survive. And look at that beautiful, healthy foliage up there. So these little trees are very drought hardy, and they're just fantastic little characters of the bush.
And believe it or not, to my surprise, these sell really quickly on eBay and Etsy and other little places like that, maybe from the Australiana's point of view. All right, so let's smash out a couple of quick little Aussie sort of outback scenes, hey? So I'm just going to get a little bit of blue in here, not too much, but enough to make it look interesting. And I'm going to get a little bit of my white that I happen to have over here. Let's get some more of that today. Get some of that in there. And then I'm going to get my nice large spatula here to really cover that over and bring that down. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. Get that right over those edges there. Bring that down. Try it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Okay. Got that over there. I really want to get all that really covering the canvas. Bring that through and down. Right down to that horizon line. And then I'm just going to quickly clean that off. This is how quickly you need to get these paintings out. And then I'm going to get a little bit more of this beautiful, beautiful yellow ochre here. And I'm going to whack that in with a little bit of that white as well. But this time we're going to go a little thicker with that white. We're going to put a little nice dab about here and another dab about there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now this is just on a little bit of canvas board. Bring that down to there. Finger on. Okay, and we're just going along the horizon line here, just so it looks like a nice sort of desert scene. And this is where I prefer the plastics, because like I said, they can be just a little too coarse, let's say, for these particular paintings. But that's good, that's good. It's covered nicely. Right, okay guys, now we're going to go, this is just an abstract sort of outback Australian scene. And now I'm just going to get a little bit of this dark green, I reckon. I'm just going to sort of just highlight some little spots here and there if I can get it out. So, got a little bit of... No, she's not going to play the game, this one. Why not? No, she's dry, that's why. Alright, so I've got a little bit of orange there as well. Get that onto the mix. Might be dry as well, hope not. Get that down nice and low there. And I'm also going to try and get this lid on as quick as I can. Now, I haven't got a timer on, but I'm pretending I do, because I really want to start knocking these out with impulse. I don't want to think about them too much. I want them to be just straight, sheer expression, like just whatever comes out. Oh, yes. I like that. I'm just going to bring that orange down, then I am going to go back horizontal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Don't have to go any further than that. All right, so now let's see if we can't get some anxiety happening here. Right, got a little bit of that. A little bit. Oh, look at that. Straight over the hand. So that's we just flick it straight on. Now, you can't get much more expressionism than that, guys. Well, abstract. Anyway, look at that, the old green finger. It's a green finger or green thumb. So I'm just going to grab some of this and just bring it through. There we go. Nice, nice. That's all we need. Just enough. And now I'm going to grab some of this. I want a little lone tree in here somewhere. So I'm going to kind of just bring him down and bring it out that way. Oh, fantastic. Excellent, excellent. Right, so there's kind of our tree. Now I'm going to go first up. I'm going to go light first. So I'm going to go to Far out, that's how I roll. Too much paint, you know me. Oh, too much paint, Heth. Because I must be rolling in it. It's like I'm rolling in the dough. Because I can just afford to just absolutely smash out 20 cents of paint every dob. Right, I'm just going to kind of bring that up. And I am going to lighten this off. But it's just one of them little Outback Gidgee trees that we have here. And there's didn't want to pick up that brown, so I'm going to have to clean that. Now I've just put a little bit of white there, guys. So I'm just going to bring some white through there while it's, just to try and give it a little bit more of a reflection. So I'm just going to bring that down through. And I'm just going to, like I said, I'm working fast here. I am going to bring some darker green in there. So that kind of worked well for me, that particular, picking up that little bit of that darker green. Sorry, that raw umber through there. Right, now I do want some dark green, which is probably this one here. Looks pretty good. This is starting to look pretty good. The only thing I could have done is probably went a little lighter on the background there. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to feather some of this darker green through in under here. And then I might just for the sake of it, just bring some of this brown through. Make it look a little more disjointed. And I'm going to grab some of that, because you've always got a little bit of grey in the Outback. So I'm just going to whack that through as well. And of course, I'm going to put some straight white in there. Just keep going with that. I'm liking that. Yep. It's looking good, looking really good, guys. So, righto. Right, there's a little bit of greenery, a little bit of that sort of salt where it crusts over and gets nice and salty. And then I'm going to grab, that's right, I was going to grab a bit of white, just some straight white, and kind of bring it through that background there. Okay. Now these are only listed for 99 cents on eBay. And so, like I said, you know, I'm just going to just bring a little bit of that white down in through that trunk and just kind of give it that bit of a grey sort of a look. Now I haven't really got the green. I'm after a sap green. I kind of want to make it into a little bit of a oh gee, I'm really running out of my paint, because you've seen how heavy-handed I am. Right, there's my sap green. Now I need to mix a little bit of, is it yellow? What do I need to put with that, guys, to make that into a nice olive green? What olive green? Olive green. Oh no, what I need to put in that? I'll put in a little bit of this raw umber. Raw umber, yellow ochre. Like I said, terrible with saying my colours while I'm in the zone. Now I'm just gonna mix. Yes, that's turning into a bit of a nice sap, like a nice olive green. Look at that. Gee, I don't know how I do it. It's like I've got this sort of sixth sense. I don't know how I know my colours. I really don't. I just fluke it most of the time, to be honest, guys. Oh, yes. Nice. Heifer. You might say, heifer. Right. Yeah, I'm going to kind of replace a lot of foliage on this guy, but that's okay. Just bring that down. And right, now I do want to just grab a little bit more of this raw umber. Give that. I love these crazy little trees. They're just the most weird little trees in the Outback. Right. That's looking pretty good. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that there. Bingo, bingo, jango, wingo. And that's right, I want to put a bit more white. Grey white through there. Don't really have that much lush sort of greenery. Have a bit of shadow on that side, why not? Right, that's looking pretty darn good, guys. I'm just going to get a little bit more of that orange in there. Loving the orange. Loving the orange. Alright, that's where I'll grab that spatula again. My happy old spatula over here. Fantastic. Alright. We're pretty much done there, guys. I reckon. I'm not going to play with that anymore. Right. Oh, no, I do actually have to play with that a little bit more. Get some more white to go on that Gidgee. Which is, get a new brush for that. Now that would have stood out a little bit more if I didn't have such a blue background, but gee, I'll tell you what, the blue skies in Australia, oh my goodness gracious, I don't think anyone's ever seen blue like we get here. It's just, I watch movies and that and I think, oh, poor buggers, they just don't seem to have the same sort of, it's not really Gidgee, it's more like a coastal tree, this one, by the looks of it, even though it's got a desert sort of scene behind it. But I'm happy with that. All right, guys, so this is how we go about it. That's a nice little 8 by 10 inch canvas on board. And then I've got myself a very, very cheap frame from, like, in Australia, we call it the reject shop, but it's one of those $2 shops. Frame, everything like that comes with it. So let's show you how easy it is to be able to frame one of my artworks. Now, this beautiful little border comes with it. So I just sit that straight over there. We'll place our frame face down. I've already got it all ready to go on. Now they do have a bevel, so just be careful with the bevel. Make sure that you got the bevel facing the right way. Place that inside your frame. Then the artwork face down into the frame, fits perfectly. And then the backing with the stand. I won't bend them all down. All right, and I'll just bend these two down right there so you can see it. And then you have your little stand already ready to go. And as you can see there, guys, straight away you've got an absolutely beautiful little frame for your artwork. You can sit on your desk, on your buffet, anywhere you like. And this particular painting is a Gidgee tree from the outback of Australia. But look at that, absolutely fantastic. And there is a great little idea. Hope this helps. Catch you in the next one.